Yeah, definitely. I think when you put yourself in a position, especially in a derby at home at 2-0 up, I think you should always come away with 3 points and inside our change room. And I guess you could half look at it as a positive. It feels like we've lost the game in terms of we're disappointed with the draw, but at the same time, we've got to be so much better than that. Our coach is bang on about discipline and the big moments, especially in the big games. And yes, it's so disappointing that we just haven't.
You've been so dominant and created so many chances. Do you think there's maybe a little element of complacency crept in there?
No, I don't. Not so much complacency. I just think just a few errors. And I mean, fair play to the boy that scored both the goals. He took his chances well. But yeah, for us, it's more we had so many opportunities and chances to win the game ourselves. And even at 2-0, there were still a few. Even at 1-0, sorry, before we scored our second, there were so many times we could have scored. And then just 5 minutes of madness, and that's what happens in a big game.
Where does that madness come from again? Because although a derby's never comfortable, you were looking in really good shape.
Yeah, felt in good shape as well. I felt at 0-0 we were on top, and then obviously our scores were worldy and settled into the game even more. I felt like, I don't know what you guys felt, but I felt like we were on top and dominant and creating chances, and obviously come in the second half. And I mean, 2-0 up at home in any game, you should never draw. You should always win when you're 2-0 up. And it's just so disappointing. And all the boys, I thought there were moments when it was falling to them in the box and we were defending so well when needed, and that's been a big focus. But these games are fine margins and big moments, and to get a draw is just so disappointing.
Despite your dominance and decent performance, fans have ended up booing you off at the end. I think that's fair.
I didn't actually hear him doing us off, to be fair. But I guess you play for Hearts, you're expected to, at home, you're expected to win every single game. And they're entitled to their opinion, of course. They're the ones paying all the money to put us in a job, and it's up to us to go out there and perform. And I felt for 85 minutes we probably did that, and that's 5 minutes, like I said, 5 minutes of madness, or not even, probably 2 minutes of madness that draw the game. And I guess when you play for a club like Hearts, the expectations are so high, and when you're at home, you've got to win games and win the derbies, especially when you're 2-0 up. So yeah, they're entitled to their opinion.
Are you disappointed not being in the Australian squad, and have you had a reason why you've not been in?
Devastated, mate. Devastated. But what can you do? Graham Arnold called me this week, and he just spoke to me and explained his reasons. And as a player, you can only control what you can control. I feel like I've been playing well for my club, and that's all I can do, and playing consistently well. But obviously, as a Australian coach, he's picked his team. But yeah, am I disappointed? Yeah, absolutely.
Can you divulge any of the reasons? Because it's baffled a few of us as well.
He just said he wants to have a look at. Obviously, he's called up. I think 3 of the midfielders from the last camp aren't there, and he's called up some ones that he maybe hasn't looked at. Obviously, spent time with and got to know them as a player and them as a person. So he just said he wants to have a look at a few new boys, and said to me that he's been watching and that I'm doing really well. But I guess that kind of makes it even more gutting that you're not there. But you've got to be resilient as a player. Football's so up and down, and 2-0 up today, I felt so good and so happy, and then 2 minutes I felt so sad, and that's just how it is, and it's how you bounce back as a player. But yes, I'm devastated.
Do you use this as motivation to prove him wrong?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to prove him wrong. If you go in your slump and feel sorry for yourself, then it's only going to come back and burden you. And I think me as a person, for you know the kind of person I am by now, and I think it's about just performing for Hearts. Hopefully I can keep playing regularly, and I feel like I'm playing well, and just keep up the form that I've been doing, and improve on that. I've got so many still areas that I can improve on, and I'm aware of that. And it's just about performing and making it impossible for him not to pick me.
two massive games, I suppose, then after the break put you through for that point, isn't it? Celtic and Rangers.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're the, like today, they're the games you want to play in, the big games. I feel like as a player, you don't want to be someone that hides in the big games. And I love the occasion. Love when there's a big crowd, and today was unreal, and I felt like all the boys thrived off it when we were 2-0 up, and massive games for us. Would have been lovely to go into the break with 3 points, and that would have put us, I think, third up on the table. But massive games for us, and it's important. But for me personally, just to have a bit of a break that I didn't really want, but I've got. So have a few days and to just rest, and that's for all the boys and for the international boys to go and do their best, like I'm sure they will, and do their nations proud.
Thank you.